Right then everybody, welcome to the stream. This is going to be a first run through with Oz0z. Fozzmo has done this a couple of times, but not recently, and myself and TheHand are somewhat veterans of the game. Hope you enjoy. Yeah, we'll be going in.
Gotcha. Alright.
Hurrah, baby. I'm so pumped.
I'm gonna let these cutscenes play once, Oz.
Glad you all made it. I've managed to hack into the surveillance system. Once you get through this tunnel, it looks like there are some Titan experimental drones and an AI defense system. Remember, you need to destroy those drones before you can reach the lava retaining wall. Here are the schematics for the wall. They'll show you exactly where to place the C4 charges. Once that wall is compromised, nothing will stop that lava. If you don't get out quick, you'll be cooked alive. Good luck. You're going to need it to survive this one.
So it's basically your standard lava dam.
Yeah, the one we've all got in our back garden. We just...
Yeah.
Same old Mordor.
Protocol.
Right then, well when we get in Foz and Oz, you might want to hit M to look at the intel immediately. Hand, are you ready to engage? I can take out the flyers quickly.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Oh. Oh, and Predator as well. That's... That was somewhat hectic. Oh, still got somebody? Okay. Somewhat hectic first couple of moments there, guys. We don't always start with wolf patrols right on our doorstep. What I wanted you, Foz and Oz, to see, yeah, you've marked... so there's a mark on Delta. What, 3K? Give me a second. I just want to engage my mini-map because apparently it's turned off. And that's going to be useful.
Find out what beacon my beacon is C.
Sure, so when you guys are ready, we'll jump into a vehicle by the hand here. So did you guys both go into the intel and look at the map of Golem Island and see which base was marked?
I don't know why.
So you guys, do you want to put in a marker for where that first bit of intel is?
It's not showing on my map right now. Yeah, it's not showing on my map at all.
Okay, so the place we want to look at here was the Golem Island satellite dish. Right, that was. I didn't love them.
Is that where we're going first?
Yeah.
Golem Island satellite dish is the first intel spot, but I guess these guys are having some issues with their marking on the tap map. So I'll. Okay, so if you there should be a map underneath that. So when you click onto the Project Titan and you click on the intel, there should be a map, and it says you're in Titan Alpha. The first city killer drone is on your list. Cool. So that's
I'm not.
So that's your market delta. That's not where we need to go. It's the one that's marked with Alpha and Charlie, which is the satellite dish. Okay, so you hear that beeping? That's a landmine. You'll be able to see it better on thermals. Obviously try not to walk over it.
What does it look like?
I mean, it's going to be something metal in the grass, so...
Alright.
Make a flat hand grenade.
Yeah, if you're on thermals, it will be quite easy to see it.
But it's a good point that the sound really is the first. Stop and look around if you hear that.
So what we have here, guys, is this first area, and there should be some intel here.
Showing way up top for me.
Okay, yeah, there's one guy way up top with some intel. Hopefully there's a guy low as well. Yeah, there is. We can engage the entire base, but it's obviously easier if we don't have to. Sure. Obviously try and try and be as stealthy as possible as we're going in.
With two guys out in the front.
Cool, perfect. Did you disable the turret?
No, not yet.
Not a problem. Shoot, you'll do that. So yeah, just, you know, engage at will. Just. Oh, okay, we're loud. So.
Yeah, I did not see that guy.
Not a problem.
Watch out!
Just
We're under attack!
He's high.
Let's check down business, boys! You're going down! Sorry, mother! Go ahead, I got your six! Dylan, they can't take us!
Chopper. Check the map.
Cool. So yeah, at this point, we've got some new intel. So have a read.
Shows up here, it seems like. I would guess it's a chemical pipeline.
Cool. So with and it's obviously not just the picture; it's the text along with it, which is going to tell us what we need to do.
The old heliport's upper area. Earlier than scheduled, but no.
So with the photos, there's one of two things going on normally. Either it's going to be a photo of what we need to do, or it's a photo taken from where we need to be. Right? It's either source or destination. So at this point we are, you know, somewhat of a spoiler, but it's not actually at the chemical pipeline on that rig. It's going to be where the picture was taken from.
So it's on that
Where?
little island, maybe.
where are the pictures at? Like, I had the intel up and then it just disappeared.
Okay, so if you go into
Oh,
your
I got it,
objectives
I got
board, okay, good, nice.
Found it now.
Cool.
So am I guessing correctly? It's right about this area.
Right then, so I've got a little graphical bug, so I can't see your markers on the TAC map. So I can see markers to the north. I can see something Charlie on my HUD, but I have no idea where that actually is on the TAC map.
Southwest from the chemical plant, out on that little what do you say, peninsula or the bay.
Cool. I mean that seems about right. I'll have to, like I say, it's a weird bug. Yeah, it's So yeah, when you guys are ready, we'll hop in a car and we'll head over to Waypoint Charlie.
Ready?
Oh, I'll tell you what. Sorry, before we head over, and I keep forgetting this, there is every week there's a raid chest. And it can give you like paints and camos and blueprints and emblems. And this week one of those is located at the it's located in this base. So if you guys want to pick up those bits of cosmetics and stuff,
Is it right
Yeah.
out in the middle of the dish?
it's actually underneath the dish. So if you want it, you're going to have to. There is a ladder, yes.
It's so good to be shooting bad guys, yeah.
Cool. So Oz, do you want to pick up these raid chests, or are you not too worried about it?
Yeah, sure.
It's up to you.
Stand on it
If you
it
want
makes
to.
makes things good.
I'm down with whatever.
Cool. Well, if you want it, then you're gonna have to jump out, run to the middle of the dish, kind of go down the ladder.
Oh, it's over here.
Over by Foz.
Okay, I'm coming.
I think it's worth it, right? There's quite a few different.
Collectibles to get.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
gonna
sure.
you're gonna have to go onto the dish, not round it. It's not. I don't think you can get by underneath, so you're gonna have to maybe
Okay.
jump up there. You might be able to get in. Hopefully. And then through the door out to here somewhere. There's a ladder.
Sweet.
Good.
I got revision goggles.
Oh, me too. Is it the same?
I don't believe so. I mean, clearly it can be, and maybe there is a preferential order. Maybe there's an exact order, but if people are unlocking them at different rates, then honestly, I'm not certain.
It's not so easy.
So yeah, just make your way back. We'll be in the car and we'll head over to Waypoint Charlie. Oh look, our car is the car flying 2 inches off the ground on your screen hand?
No. Not. It looks fine to me.
Oh, I can see underneath the wheels. It's fine.
Shipwreck, yeah?
Shipwreck, yeah.
What is the interface showing for you guys right now? Just curious.
Sorry, repeat the question.
What is the interface showing for you guys? Find intel to deactivate the interface node.
Yeah, so yeah, find intel to deactivate the interface node, and then we've got 3 markers for Titan Alpha appears when the node is deactivated. Interface node deactivation requires a password, and then the disciplinary warning. So this is kind of the trail of breadcrumbs that you on itself that information top left is not helpful. That's why you've actually got to read. Oh, drone, can't avoid that one. Or we can't outrun it, I don't think, given how far we're going. Copy that.
To figure out where to go and why. But I guess people are too lazy.
Well, it's I mean, it's a design choice, right? You're balancing out user engagement with yeah. So I think there's a reasonable balance here. So now
One of the boats over there, right?
we're having a look for the intel. So have a look around. Drones will be helpful for this. So I guess, guys, what you want to do is have a look at that photo and try and see if you can see where it was taken, and that should help narrow down where the next set of intel is.
Shit, that's suspicious.
I looked at that pier. Didn't see anything there.
Give us a hint. We're looking.
It's gonna be closer to where we are. It's not on the pipeline. That's just like a nice visual clue to the to where the picture was taken from.
Looks like it's further back than.
I think it's over by one of these boats over here, right?
Cool. Well, like we say, have an explore. Obviously, I'm not going to leave you hanging for forever, but it's more satisfying if you find it yourself rather than me just...
True.
That is the reason why I do play games like co-op, right? False sense of achievement.
How long did it take you guys on your first playthrough?
I think for this one, we saw the picture of the chemical pipeline, and we assumed that's where it was. So we went out there and we cleared it and we searched for intel and we couldn't find it.
I found the intel.
Nice.
Just gonna have to check where you're at. So it was out. Oh, there it is.
Now,
So if you actually you can read the intel and it tells us the password. You don't need to actually know the password. You don't have to remember those numbers. But now we have the password for the node. So at this point, we're going to let's make our way back towards where the hand is, because I think we're going to try and grab a fresh vehicle, because that one's a little banged up and damaged. And
zooming over.
well, so on the previous bits of intel, do you remember where we have to put the password in? I mean, one of you actually said it out loud, but you might not have remembered.
I'd say ancient harbor then. That's a good guess.
Oh, yeah, was it Ancient Harbor?
Chemical refinery.
So the chemical refinery is where the boss is. So that's what Titan Alpha is defending. It was in, I think maybe the disciplinary letter.
Yeah, old heliport. Upper area.
Cool, that's it. So let's keep going. We'll go on foot for a bit, and we're going to try and catch another vehicle.
I think I marked the correct one. It says old heliport, but on the map it says
Cool, predator drone.
There's 3 bikes down here. I'm gonna snag one. UAV.
Fuck we got here.
down.
Oh, we'll get away from the car so it doesn't explode, and let's we're gonna have to deal with this. So
That the chopper.
nice. Okay, we've got just some random wolves inbound as well, and a drone. So let's I can't see him behind these rocks. Nice. Good job, everybody. Okay.
I'm gonna grab the food up here. Gold piece drop.
Yeah.
A lot of voices too.
Cool. Well, we've got a vehicle now, so we can exfil. I don't know where the enemies actually are.
There they are.
Nice. Okay. Cool, we can ignore that guy, he's not going to chase us. And if he does, you know, I don't want to go running after behind a rock for him. If he sticks his head out, great, but if not, we'll just go.
I have another Amon up there, okay? And trouble.
Okay.
So we're heading to Golden Teleport.
Oh, is it a flappy drone as well? Okay.
Yep. That was not my fault.
That was... Oh.
Car's done.
I think the flappy one is down at least. No, it's not. Sorry.
Trouble.
Nice work, guys. Sorry about that.
I think the car got EMP.
Yeah, that was Shooty was swapping over and got a bit trigger happy on
It was
throwing.
actually a great thought. It would have been great.
Might have been me that misclicked for my what called chuck on.
I should have, yeah, got the
There's another car over here. We got.
yeah, nice.
Got the chuck.
Yeah, should have hit the EMP after the one when they were chasing us. It's fine.
Wait.
Hand. It's okay, Foz. You need the
We gotta-
exercise.
Oz, we got a car. Let's go.
If you only knew how true that statement was. Word of the mouth. Yes, I noticed all the items and gadgets and stuff.
Cool. Yeah. So we're going to go up this ridge to take the base with some elevation. There may be some landmines. Again, if you hear a beeping, stop. Maybe put on thermals and have a look for it. And in a general sense, yeah, let's Shooty will put a recon sensor dart into the base to help spot everything. And we're going to take snipers first. And we'll do...
I can take, how do I mark now? How do I use the drone? I don't. I can be an A.
Okay, I mean, once we're... yeah, I mean, go for your shot.
take
Just
B.
try and hit a headshot, because obviously they're wolves and they're high levels, so a body shot won't do it. Okay, look out for mortars. Okay.
Generator down.
Perfect, thanks, Hand. So yeah, obviously we're going live at this point. So yeah, gonna need to Gotta learn your bullet drops, guys, to hit those headshots.
Behind us. We're left apart.
Copy. You got him, Foz, or do you need help?
Used about half.
God, I can't see that heavy at all.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. There's two wolves going to the
Heavy sound.
the north to come up the hill.
Yeah, I'm on it.
It's a drone over to the left.
Okay, on my way down to you, Hand.
Oh, that's good.
Stay focused.
Yeah, we're still again.
So the power's down, Oz, so you don't need to blow that up. Okay, so at this point everybody else is the other side of this divide, so we don't need to kill any of these guys. They can't do anything at this point.
Okay.
So now we're looking for the input module
Yeah.
or
That's correct. So to put passwords in, you need nodes, and nodes are these dark blue boxes. That's an example of a node. That's an example of a node. That's a node. So look for the
Hit them at
nodes.
the same time.
So you're going to need to find a node that you can interact with.
set high up.
Oh, is that?
There was one up in the tower.
So Oz, if you want to take a quick node drone up, and you can have a look at this node here, and you'll see what the what it looks like. I mean, or you can walk up. Walking up is.
I'm not at one right now. This is not a node.
It is a node. It's just not a node that we're using this week. So all the nodes
okay.
have could have purposes. One week you'll use them, one week you won't.
Right behind you, 180 degrees where I'm standing, was the node this week.
Yeah, the one up by Foz
Okay.
is the node that we needed to use. So Foz and Oz, do you want to follow Shooty and we'll go and get the raid chest for you.
Okay.
Be warned, it's underneath us, and it is you can.
Oh, freaking hell! Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, warning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I did not even mean to do that. It just threw me down.
Not a problem. So,
There's a bit of a problem. I'm not breathing.
yeah, look, you're breathing fine. I'm doing magical hand wavy business. So, down here somewhere, you can find your Black Raid chest for this week. Hand, could you bring... oh, you already have brought a vehicle in. Thank you very much. Appreciate
This
it.
right here. Got a quantum computer center.
Cool. Okay, so...
No, now we don't. Yeah, now we've opened. We're ready for the boss, right? Yeah.
that's correct. Head towards Shooty Fozz. Okay. You're gonna have to climb up. Start over here somewhere.
Alright, I am at a node, I believe. So if it lights up green, that means you can interact.
Yeah, I mean, generally speaking, it will have, sometimes there are handprints on them, sometimes there are, where you're putting in a password, sometimes it will be a hack and defend. But they, yeah.
Gotcha.
Where's the Uber?
So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to a bivouac, and then we'll head into the boss. So you'll notice that on our screen now there's a purple icon, probably on your HUD, and you hear that alarm noise. That's the yeah, that's Titan Alpha incoming noise. Understood. So what we're going to do is we're going to okay. They're on foot now, so they won't chase us too much. Oh, Baal, Baal, Baal. That was not great parking by shooting. So, two things here. Firstly, Foz, can you clear checkpoint Alpha? And then secondly, we're going to want to do you're going to want to have weapons for the boss. This is potentially unsuppressed weapons, so you're going to want your two ammo types, assault rifles or LMGs, generally speaking, with 5.56 and 7.62 ammo types. It's advantageous to run something like Pack Mule. Or, you know, a chest piece.
Not a bad idea.
A Goblin's a great weapon if you've got it.
Yeah, I had Pack Mule up. So Pack Mule,
Just to be sure, if you have two assault rifles and one of them is using 5.56 and one is
Oh,
using
Hand, sorry, can we go back in again? Because Shooty changed class in the thing instead of before. And what I'd like is everybody to jump into the BIV, because once we're all in, we can change time of day. And once we change time of day, it's going to be much easier to fight this in the daytime than the nighttime.
Alright, deploy mine.
Cool, so at this point, guys, like I say, yeah, just two different weapons for different ammo types. When we get into the fight, we're going to be, you know, there's no need for stealth or suppressors. So you're not going to need any, if you've got different gear for going loud rather than being stealth, that's useful to put on.
and stealth makes no sense. So drone hunter, not drone hunter, but sensor hack. Yeah.
So just be aware, sensor hack for that 10% damage to drones. You'll notice it says lower against raid bosses.
Oh yeah.
Now, we don't know how much lower. Maybe it's half. Maybe it's only 50% extra damage. So like 5% extra damage to drones. Maybe it's only 1% extra damage to drones. We don't know.
I have a bit of a problem with that in this game, that it is a bit too vague on the stats and the effects of the stats, etc.
Should break camper.
Yeah, if you're ready, when Shooty clicks on it, it forces a countdown because he's the squad leader.
Oh, okay.
So if you guys are ready, then yeah, break camp.
Not quite. But
Cool.
soon.
Yeah, take your time. It's okay.
I hadn't used this cobbler. Let's just put it on some. I'm ready, by the way.
Cool. Well, click on break camp when you're done. Bottom right corner. Okay, so just to recap on the boss then. So one of us is going to take aggro. The other three are going to be doing damage. We're going to have to swap the blue lasers between three of us. If you take the laser back from somebody who you just got it from, then it's going to come back at the same percentage, so swap it between three. when we get into phase 2 and the purple laser is out as well. If you lose purple, you go to blue. If you lose blue, you go to purple. Obviously, oh, landmine.
Wow. That was unexpected.
Really is the best.
Suicide.
Yeah. Yep, that beeping noise. That was the one.
I've heard of people throwing themselves on grenades to save a buddy, but that was just stupid. Just kidding.
I've obviously only described the boss in brief here. Does anybody want do you need more information, a more detailed breakdown of what to do?
Are we going counterclockwise or clockwise?
So this one, generally speaking, I like whoever takes aggro to take the boss left, and everybody else is going to go right.
I'll grab aggro.
Okay, so Hand's going to grab aggro, and he's going to run straight forward and then peel off towards the left. So Foz and Oz, you're going to run to the right with Shooty. You see these 2 yellow circles? Not circles, squares. Okay, that's the direction we're going to be heading. Okay.
Got it.
And the laser is probably going to be starting on Shooty because he's the squad leader. And we're going to call out when we are at 50%, and then every 10% thereafter. Okay.
By the way, I equipped the burst
Burst forth.
multi, so I'll be on sniper duty if.
Okay, I mean, for the most part, focus with your assault rifle. You'll do more. It's easier. Yeah, let's go in. If you have any problems or we struggle, we'll review afterwards. But you got the basic idea, right? We're gonna swap the lasers between the 3 of us in order. So it might go like Shooty, Oz, Foz, and then Shooty, Oz, Foz.
Something like that.
Well, call out when you're at 50. If you start swapping at 50, it's not a bad thing. If you start calling out when you're at 80, then we have very little time to react. You don't have to swap immediately, but you want to be calling out. You know, if somebody just shouts out, "I am at 90%," then you're hurting the team, right?
Where will the percentage be showing?
Middle at the top. It'll be very obvious.
Okay.
Let's go in. Let's see what it looks like, and if you have any questions afterwards, we'll go through. But yeah, in the second half of the fight, if you lose blue, go to purple. If you lose purple, go to blue. Okay?
Okay.
Cool.
So
We'll let the
maybe one
cutscene play
guy
once.
handling the aggro all the time.
We might need to switch the aggro because it will speed up after a little while. But let Shooty deal with that.
So it's proximity based, right?
Correct, yeah. So don't get super close to the boss. So running diagonally right.
Makes it harder to take the laser, right?
I have a black screen.
So does Shooty. Hopefully the boss isn't actually moving.
Oh no, it's moved.
I'm on a loading screen still.
Yeah, me too.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Well, this is terrible. Okay, well if somebody, can you see the laser? If you can, run in front of it.
I'm still on a black screen right now.
Okay. I think we're gonna wipe because this
Still
is
on the video.
Yeah, I'm still on a black screen.
black screen for
Oh,
Shooty
man.
as well. if you're in just okay. Whoa.
Typical break.
Spawn with the boss and 6 wolves on top of me.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were technically in the fight for a good 30 seconds with no screen, so that was I've not had that one before. Well, I guess we have. We had that one on one of the speedrun attempts hand where the laser just popped us.
That is true. We spawned in the Gargoyle, and that was different than this. Like, you spawned in at like a normal pace, but it was like the match was already going on for a good 20 seconds.
Yeah. We'll go in again. Obviously, it's a bit of a shame we've lost our ammo, but we'll have to deal with it.
Adapt.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna skip the cutscene this time because we've already seen it. Okay, better. Okay. Shooties at 50. Shooties at 60. Shooties at 70. One of you guys run in front of Shooty right now.
Yeah.
One of you guys run in front of Shooty. Okay. Okay, good show. Okay, take out the wolves. Okay, whoever didn't take the laser. Okay, so Oz, you're going to run in front of the laser now, okay? Take it. Cool. For Oz, well, you always behind the boss. There's no, you're Oz towards Shooty, Okay, hands. Shooty needs to take the laser. Okay, ads. Okay. So, guys,
So Foz, go get blue, Foz.
Foz, come and take blue from Shooty.
Coming.
I took purple.
Okay. Oz. Okay, Oz, you want to be behind the boss at all times. Oz, come to Shooty. Okay, get behind the boss, and don't get super far. Don't get super far away from it. There's no reason to be the opposite side of the arena. Somebody should be grabbing blue.
I got blue.
Okay, well somebody
Ads.
needs to come and take purple from Shooty, please.
Let me get purple.
Somebody come purple right now. Okay. Whoa,
Come
no!
get blue.
Don't. Whoa, guys. Okay, so we need to wipe. The thing we did wrong there, guys, is one. Whoever's doing damage, don't get so close to the boss that you take the aggro from hand. Okay. The other thing is, don't run the opposite edge of the screen. Like Oz, you ran like miles away from the boss, and in front of it. And that means that A, we can't get the laser from you, and B, you can't do any damage. We want to always be behind the boss.
Yeah, I could not notice which was the front or behind.
Okay, the back of the boss is going to be where the blue box is, and it's going to be obviously the direction it's not moving. So it's okay. I mean, it takes a little practice to get used to it, but yeah, the main thing. There's no reason to be more than about 20 meters away from the boss. Okay. 20 meters is a nice distance. It'll be good for you to keep bullets on target.
1 second. I just need to turn you guys up a little bit in this room.
if you have the laser, any of the lasers on you, don't sprint, okay? So people can catch you. All right.
I was gonna say that the only reason that I kept the aggro once I got it was that I was standing in the right spot and he was moving. He was kiting in the right direction.
So one of the things with this, we can't swap aggro quickly. There's like a cooldown on swapping aggro. So just generally speaking, what the problem is, it gets chaotic.
I didn't mean to take it.
Not a problem. It
But
happens.
Once I had it, I just happened to be standing at the very right direction.
Cool. Okay. Well, we'll go again. So Foz, it looks like you've got a suppressor on. Is that right?
No,
Okay, that's just a visual glitch on my screen. Cool. Okay.
it's actually a really big Oh yeah, I have. You're right. Good looking up.
Cool. Well, we'll go again, and yeah, running to the right, and so this time, Foz, you're going to take the laser first from Shooty, okay? When we get there. So Shooty's at 50, 60, perfect. So Oz, you're going to take the laser next, okay? Okay, ads. Okay, Oz, take the okay, so Foz, you lost here we go. Okay, so if you lose blue, you're going to purple. You lose purple, you're going to blue. Okay.
What's your number, Chewie?
Shooty's only at 40, so okay, 50. Okay.
Oz.
Coming.
That's
So guys, I don't know why we're spinning the boss around. Sniper's down. Can we get the boss out of the corner and just like one person?
I'm trying to get the purple.
Okay, who?
Get the purple.
Just worry about lasers right now.
Oh,
I'll get you up.
Come get blue.
Oz,
Oz?
come and get blue.
Get the purple.
Stop moving, Oz. Just stand still. Stand still. All right.
Get the blue without taking.
So
Purple's at 60. So
okay, someone get purple.
Foz,
Someone get purple.
Foz, come on, sprint. Okay, Shooty's coming to take blue. Okay, whoever lost blue, you should be going to purple right now. So Oz. Okay. Okay, somebody.
Looking get blue. We lost Fozzmo.
Okay, right then. Hand, can you do the revive?
Yep, I'm dead.
Okay.
No one to pick it up.
Yeah. Okay. So, Hand, I'm not too sure what happened in the corner there, because you ran right back into the corner with the aggro, instead of taking it up the wall for us to get behind you.
Uh, I'm kind of more concerned about their laser swapping than them doing damage on the boss. You know,
Sure, but if when the
I
boss
mean,
is turning, they don't know where to be behind. So if you can just
yeah,
keep it going in a straight line, it gives us a fixed area to be in.
Yeah, that was confusing for a sec because when I did this boss earlier, like one guy just stood over here and the rest just did damage and like it died in like 7 seconds.
Well,
It
that was
really
because they were cheating.
oh,
They were using a cheat. I mean, you can kill the boss in about 35 to 40 seconds,
oh.
but it requires everybody to be really on point with all the damage.
Mm.
so I see a lot more issues with laser swapping than I do, getting in and around the drone itself. You know,
Sure,
so
but
I mean, having to tell these guys where to be and what lasers to get and to stop running seems like more of a concern
agreed. But
Yeah, I
if you
than
can
honestly,
keep the boss in a steady path for us, because
I mean, but it's getting fast, and once the two lasers out, I don't see how I can keep kiting with the way the laser swapping's going. I'm sure I'm definitely willing to just let you guys do all the laser swapping and I'll kite.
and yeah, at least I mean, let's like I say, if the kiting's going in a predictable order, then we're going to be behind it in a predictable way. Uh, it's going to help. I'm going to see if I can. Obviously, Froz is loading into the game now, but I don't see him back in voice comms. So I'm just going to.
Now, also when the two lasers come out, yeah, I mean, on the laser swapping, if you lost blue, you get purple. No more 50% even applies whatsoever. So as soon as the two lasers are out, like if you lose one, just immediately beeline and get the other one. Yeah.
okay.
It will become a little bit. The first few times, it's a bit overwhelming.
To be honest, I could barely hear you guys during that entire fight. Like I don't know, the audio in this game is like super loud. And
Okay,
I
well, what I suggest
the
is,
Discord.
well, we can fix that, right? So go into your, press escape, go into your settings, head over to the audio section, and turn your master volume down to like 20, 25, 30%. And that way, the in-game audio should not be overpowering the the voice comms.
Okay, I just did that.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm in, and seems to be working. I can hear you guys at least.
cool, great. We'll go again. And yeah, just some notes is there's no need to be shooting from as far away. So when you're shooting, you can just ADS and like be potentially just moving forwards, and you'll be keeping up with the boss to begin with. And then yeah, just yeah. Uh, once you've got your laser, just you if you're I mean if Hand is the boss, if I take the laser off Foz, I shouldn't be standing really close to him. Just if I take the laser off Foz, I just move a little bit to the side. That way Foz won't take the laser back by accident. Okay? And just yeah, if somebody yeah, I guess just it's going to be practice at this point. So we'll go in. Any questions?
Not really.
Cool. Okay, let's go. And
Make sure I don't have my suppressor on this time.
cool. Yeah, some extra free damage. Okay, so same as last time. Foz, you're going to take the first blue, and then it's going to be Oz afterwards. Shooting's at 60. Okay, ads are out. Okay. So Oz, you're going to go and take blue. Okay, and let's get closer in. Perfect. Okay, get behind it though, get behind it. It's going to come out of the corner in a minute. Oh, is the sniper still up? Okay. Sniper's down. Blue's at 40%. So somebody take blue. Okay, somebody take blue. Shoot, he's coming for purple. Okay, let's take out the ads. Okay. Foz, take purple, please. There you go. Okay. Yep. Shooty's, drag it to shooty hand, if you can. Okay, guys. Somebody got to 100% and you didn't call it out. So we're gonna wipe. Yeah, just I'm just gonna wipe. We can't recover from 2 lasers from 2 people.
Let's do it quick.
Yeah.
You know the drill, right?
Yep.
Let's get some tempo.
See your hand. Give us just a little bit of space to work in the corner if you could, so we can get in behind it when it's turning.
The damage looks nice.
Yeah, I mean that was pretty good. We just yeah.
There's some easy adjustments, like let's say keep the blue laser on the left side and the purple on the right side.
It's difficult to do that because you don't know where the purple laser is going to spawn.
Yeah,
and
it
obviously
spawned on me when I had blue. As soon as someone took blue that one time.
Yeah, so what happened is that when we hit 50%, the purple laser popped out. That's why Shooty took the purple laser off you, Oz, immediately, because I knew you were next to take blue from Foz, so I took it immediately for you.
Switching my weapon because I accidentally had 2 5.56 ammo. That didn't work out.
This is definitely good practice for you guys for laser swap.
I think also we might need to move a bit earlier, stay a bit closer to it.
Yeah, there's yeah, like 30 meters from the boss is a nice distance. Shooty's at 50. 60. Perfect. Yep, so yep. Sniper's down. Not yet. I'll okay. Purple's at 50. Okay, Shooty's coming for blue. Okay, we might be able to finish it. Don't swap, just burn it. Great work, guys. So, you guys were, you know, good communication on the swapping. You know, people were ready and doing their parts. You can, yeah.
I know what I was doing wrong, man. I was letting the blue laser get to the left more and then staying behind. That's why he was like rotating way over the tank, and I couldn't get eyesight of even doing damage before.
Cool. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, just much better, guys. That's how we do it.
What was the impression I got the first time I did
Yeah, and like not getting flustered. You know, not having sensory overload from what's going on. So.
especially on the flying one, you need to really keep a composure with the vents and
Sure.
I
Yeah,
am
you guys-
out of ammo right now.
You
with
guys
that
did
AR.
good, because that was definitely all you guys.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, good job, guys. And like, I mean, because we were good on the damage, you know, it didn't speed up on hand too much. I think there's 2 grades to the speed right hand. It speeds up once, and it's a little bit harder to deal with. But if it speeds up a second time, then you're kind of in trouble, right?
did it even charge this time?
I mean, yeah, it will have sped up. It speeds up.
No, but I mean when it charged, just like the really fast burst.
Oh, I kept really close to it, so the distance, so it wouldn't. So I kept pivoting it back and forth to keep it slow-ish.
Yeah, so the boss can't move forward and turn at the same time. So what you probably didn't notice was the hand was running in front of it to the left, and then running back to it from the right, and then back to the left.
Tagging it, yeah.
Um,
I know.
but not
One
too
good way
much.
to do
be-
that.
Yeah. Well, if you do it too much, then the back end swings too much, and then we can't do damage to it. But if you do it enough that it stops it moving forward, then it. Okay, so anybody who took suppressors off for the fight, get them back on again.
Is
And
there ammo anywhere we can get?
well, we can potentially stop by a Biv if you need it, Foz.
I managed to get myself lost, I think.
Okay, head towards the ping. I think it's on the back side. Should be a ladder.
There it is.
Yeah, I'm completely out of AR ammo.
So there should be maybe some over by the sniper tower, Oz. Over there.
Yeah, I was trying to look over there. Let's see.
Should give you at least a couple of clips. We'll sort out some ammo.
Alright, I got 2 clips pretty much.
If you had a suppressor,
Yeah. Gonna wait until I'm in
cool.
Your mine on.
Okay, so guys, we're gonna drive through a base in a couple of minutes. Don't get out. We can survive just driving straight through it. So this bridge that we're going over was closed before and we wouldn't have been able to get over, and if we tried we would have got killed by a deadly drone swarm. But now Sector 1 boss is dead, we can get into this area.
Sector 2 briefing shows the map south and southeast.
Yeah. So in this one we've got two bosses in Sector 2. One of them is the Beta quantum computer, and one of them is Gargoyle or Omega. One of the bosses requires no intel, which is why it's just the picture of that island. That's where the boss is. But the other boss we do need. Oh, okay, Fozz, you disconnected. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
We'll catch you in a moment. So,
I'll be right back. 1 sec.
Yeah.
While you, reconnect.
sure thing, take your time.
I'm joining. So,
Okay, so visually that didn't work, but I think it did work. So,
am I transmitting? Yeah.
we can hear you, yes.
Intel said something about gold on the listing side. Was that the island?
I mean, when you go in, so there are two locations. One is for the quantum computer, which is going straight to the boss. There's no intel chase for it this week.
Oh, so that's the one on the island, right?
Correct. The other one is Camp Salamander, which is where we're at right now, which we're slowly clearing.
Back. We need to snag that intel.
Yes, hands are obviously going down. So again, if you got a sniper rifle, by all means use it. If you don't have a sniper rifle,
No DMR.
yeah. Stop shooting the guy that's down. He's
Oh,
okay. So now we're live. But yeah, you guys need to work on your bullet drop. Try and land those headshots. Because because once the base is live, it's not a problem. But when we're trying to clear it stealthy. Okay, so we can head down now. Be careful with the parachuting.
Ooh. Remind me again how to parachute off.
Spacebar when you're at the edge. Here you go. Oh.
Yep.
So that looked like you did it great, and then looks like you didn't open your parachute and hit the ground.
Yes, that's the gist of it.
So Oz, while we're here, there's a raid chest at this location.
Okay, I'm doing that intel real quick.
Okay, yeah, definitely. Have a look.
It looks like it's in the center. Sector 2 testing zone brief.
Yeah. So the green circle, that's where we're at right now.
Okay.
So underneath that, you should have an email with security updates. And now we've got another bit of intel.
Where's this chest at?
It's if you got your mini map up, it'll be the only chest. So over there somewhere.
I don't see a chest.
Huh. Right then. Well, unfortunately, sometimes they are super buggy, but it is right next to where Shooty is standing.
Yeah. You can't open it?
I mean, sometimes the raid chests bug out. It's unfortunate, but it happens. So what we need to do, guys, here is we need to get 2 passwords from people. Reading the intel, there's a communication between the 2 guys that have the passwords. And one of the lines in that email says something like, "You can see the entire island from up here." That's going to be a location that's high, and the other mentions Cold War era something or other. Yeah, so that's our clue to where we're going to go. So if we'll do the one that's high up first, which is, you can see in the middle of this sector there's a mountain ridge in the middle, and there's a base high up there.
I'm seeing the testing zone brief, the security updates, and their Koffler spawn.
Sure. So when you...
Intellizer.
Okay, so that's the stuff you can see on your HUD, right?
I believe so.
Okay, so
No,
if you...
I like went into the map. Clicked on the intel.
So you went into the objectives board and Project Titan Omega, and you can see the phone?
Yeah.
And it's got the conversation?
Titan. Yeah.
It talks
And now
about
it's
a
showing me
testing zone
something-
that smells like fish.
It's just showing me the green circle when I click on it. I
Okay.
think where we're at right now.
You got it?
What do you mean?
Can you see the intel of what we need to do?
Yeah, I believe so. It's giving me a description. like the email.
It's pointing us to this testing zone.
Yeah, the Sector 2 testing zone booth. There's a green circle in the middle of the map.
Sure, so that's the
So you said that's,
location
like,
we're
where
at
we
right
are,
now.
where we're
Yeah.
at.
Okay.
Yeah.
So underneath, so if you go back out and then there's an email that says security updates. Right?
Yeah.
And you can see there it's like we've got we need 2 passwords, 2 separate access codes of where the codes will remain confidential, and then the third bit of intel is the phone the phone conversation where it's saying at least you can see the whole island from up here. I'm in the Cold War bunker. So those are the 2 locations where the guys are, right?
Yeah.
They're talking about their current positions. So the Cold War area is the missile site ruins to the south of us, and the you can see the whole island from up here is going to be Camp Phoenix, which is the base on the ridge.
I put a C on it.
Yep.
Oz, we ready?
Yep.
Cool. Jump in when you're good.
Being greedy, picking up my loot.
Not a problem.
Greedy bastard. Throwing flashbangs too? Oh my god, you animal.
Miscode. I play with a Razor Naga. It has 12 buttons on the side.
You say, I got these to spare. I got fucking plenty of flashbangs to spare. Cool. Where am I going? To
Charlie.
Delta?
Yeah.
Really cute the intersection.
Oh my word. I honestly don't know what happened there. That looked like I was right on target. Oh, there's a guy super close as well. So,
Cool.
Just one to the right.
okay, so Oz, if you can hug that wall for a second.
Yep.
This guy's going to back up a little bit. He's going to come through, and we're going to grab him with E when he does. Okay?
Negative contact.
E. Nice. Okay. So let's back him out so we don't get anybody else, and then interrogate.
Tell me everything. I swear I told you everything.
Nice work. So what I did there is I just shot a bullet at the floor,
Trigger
not
him.
too close to him. I mean, we could have used a diversion law, but I don't have one equipped. So no need to engage
him
the
out.
entire base. Exactly. And we'll go back to our pretty red Jeep. So that was one passcode. If you look on your HUD, it'll say interface node part 1 acquired. Now, so now we're going to go and get part 2. Part 2 is going to be a bit more tricky because we can't stealth this one in the same way. but when we get to the base we will try and stealth it. And while we're driving, Oz and Foz, can you remove waypoint Charlies and Delta for us? And we're heading to Alpha. I mean, I guess you know that hand, but... yeah, we'll avoid it. Very quiet. We're hunting weapons. Yeah, I mean it blends into the background perfectly. Okay, I'm gonna remove that. So, for you, if you're not familiar with this base particularly, it's divided into, I mean, we can divide it into two parts, upstairs and downstairs. So, with upstairs, we should be able to take it out completely silently. So, just, again, make sure you're landing those headshots.
Are we using a sniper or
I mean, whatever you is appropriate for the distance you're engaging. But like I say, you know, if in doubt,
Oh! Thought that was a mic. Sorry. Didn't mean to scare anyone. Rocket guy
on top, yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, just
He's down?
obviously make sure that you're hitting the headshot, not the backpack. If you need to, then just take it slow, sneak on in. So yeah, you guys, if you want some homework assignments, you need to learn your bullet drops, because you're not always hitting your headshots. Okay.
trying to.
Sure. Oh no, I mean it's
No, I never had a tabor before.
I'm not a fan of the DMR, to be honest. I'd rather have attack.
uh,
That was my
Guys.
bad.
They got aggroed.
yeah. Well, we missed a headshot. Okay, so guys, they're gonna start coming up these stairs towards the hand. Okay, it is super important. If you see a guy with red hair, do not kill him. Shoot him in the legs. Okay.
Red hair.
So that guy's safe. Headshot.
Ginger.
Okay, it's gonna be a sentinel, not a wolf. So any wolves, you can kill. If it's a sentinel guy, make sure you're not. It's going to be a sentinel rifleman too, so this guy is safe. Okay, this is a sentinel shotgunner coming. So if he pops his head out, well, when he pops his head out, okay, shoot him. But any sentinel rifleman, we want.
That's Cerberus. Thought it was red.
No, he's a wolf, and it was a red helmet, not red hair. So you see the wolf symbol? So this is a sentinel shotgunner, so kill him. Nice. wolf shotgunner, 2 wolf shotgunners.
I can't see.
Okay, wolf shotgunner again. Okay, wolf rifleman.
Stay out in the open. I hit him.
Shotgunner.
Cover fire. Moving.
So he will have a different icon on top of him.
Yeah, so if you actually look at the wolves that are left, you've got the wolves have got the
I couldn't tell what that guy had. He didn't shoot.
okay, well this is a wolf rifleman. You see it's just a wolf symbol, but nothing special. This guy coming up the stairs, he's a wolf and a shotgunner. Right? You see the symbol?
Yeah.
That's a wolf rifleman. That's a wolf rifleman. A and B are both wolf riflemen. Now you notice we've still got a couple of people down here, and they're sentinel, not wolves, and they're riflemen because they've only got the single chevron, right? So
Yeah.
these are the guys. Don't kill them. Shoot this guy in the legs, just in case. Okay. Okay, he wasn't our guy, so it's safe. But so you see our guy here with the red hair. That's who we want to interrogate. Okay.
Do the honor.
Talk to me.
I thought he was gonna have like red long hair or something. Didn't think it was gonna be short.
Okay, so guys, while we're in this area, there's a raid chest. So if you want to follow Shooty through, I'll take you to where that is. Whoa!
Post migration. Jeez.
Yeah, Shooty crashed.
Oh no.
Give me a few minutes. I'll There we go.
There's the area where like we hold the doorways and like while someone is doing the intel or whatever, right? Not the intel, but like the node.
There is a hack and defend here. Right then, so I'm just going to, have you guys found the raid chest there, or are you still looking?
Just gonna go look for it.
I don't see it on my map.
Okay, again, that's irritating and buggy. I'll show you where it is. Do you see Shooty's drone? If you head to this door,
Yeah.
and follow that corridor. Are you both here?
No, I'm mixing up now. Adjusting my controller.
Okay,
But you guys go ahead. No,
so it should be down
Yeah, I don't see it at all.
there. That's where it should be.
Yeah, I see the chest. It's just not letting me open it.
Okay, so up the or back into that room and back up the stairs. Yep. Okay. So there's a couple of ways out here. One is via the water. The other is this way. And there should be a set of stairs.
Wait, are we going to you guys right now? Or you guys?
So yeah, at this point we want to get you guys. Sorry, I've got myself turned around. You can exit via the water area if you want.
There's a boat here.
Yeah, if you just head outside, shoot. Hand and I are just at a bit of a couple of 100 meters away.
Okay.
Which we can use to get ammo. So what we just did there, guys, we got the 2 passwords for we actually got them for the Gargoyle boss, but we're actually going to go for a different boss fight first, just because we're right next to it.
I figured I brought a boat. I got a boat already.
So for this, we've got the same rules. For a boss fight, you want to have 2 different ammo types.
Something with a big magazine.
Yes.
Even a stoner or something like that.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm going to be using. Shooty's just going to be using an M4A1 with 100 rounds.
Okay. Let's see.
But yeah, stoner is good. MK48 is good. I would have if you're running an LMG, I would also have an assault rifle as a secondary.
The Goblin is really always handy as a secondary.
Yeah, if you're using a stoner, which is 5.56, then the Goblin being 7.62 is a nice counterpart to that.
Remove silencers, all that good stuff.
Cool. So this one's going to need a little bit of explaining when we get into the boss. Fortunately for this particular one, we don't have a... the boss won't start immediately. When we get in, so we'll have time to run around. Hand, are you okay to do the control room?
Yeah, Roger.
Cool. Well, we can let you do that. And we'll. I mean, what's or potentially we can get you to do something different, so you experience a few different points. So, the basic thing that's going on with this boss, we're in a room, The room's going to fill with a poison gas, and we need to clear it so we don't die. And we're going to be attacked by mini drones every so often, and we shoot the boss every so often. It's the mechanics themselves are very basic. There's no real variation here. But there's obviously some technique to actually implementing it correctly. In order to clear the gas, there's going to be some different nodes. I'll tell you what, we'll explain more when we get inside.
Okay.
If you don't mind me just have a quick crack at it. There will be one guy in the control room calling out a sequence, like a code, that needs to be activated. Once
Correct.
those are activated, we can vent the room, and then we're safe to engage.
That's correct. So we're going to clear the gas. We're going to do some damage to the boss. We're going to clear the gas a second time, and then we're going to kill the boss. That's the plan. Okay.
Sounds easy enough, right?
Cool. Yeah. When you're ready, Foz. Are you still in the boat, or is there a visual glitch?
Yes, that's me. I set up all my weapons.
Not a problem. It's sometimes you'll be standing in the circle with us, but on our screen it will look like you're far away. So if there's a visual glitch, then we need to do something different. If you're still in the boat, it's fine. Everything's working as intended.
So basically, we're like switching gas, so we have a damage phase every time.
We're clearing the gas so that we don't die. When the gas reaches 100%, we all wipe. So to give ourselves time to damage the boss, we need to clear the gas out.
Gotcha.
So what is there in total? There is 9 nodes?
That's correct. There are 9 nodes, and each of us is going to be responsible for 3 of them. So somebody...
3 each time, right?
Each time somebody's going to call... so Hand is going to do the control room this time. So he's going to call out a number. So it might be 2, 4, and 9. And the person that was responsible for 1, 2, and 3 obviously only cares about node 2. The one that's responsible for 4, 5, and 6 only cares about 4. And the one that's responsible for 7, 8, 9 is going to be... So you're only... There are 3 number callouts, but we're only worried about... Each of you is only worried about one of them.
And that is in sequence, right? So if it's one...
No, it's all simultaneous. So everybody goes to their own nodes, hacks them immediately.
Don't move away from them too soon. I remember glitching a couple of times when I think I've done the node, and I move away too quickly, and I have to redo it.
Yeah, so...
It should turn green, right?
That's correct. There will be a light blue circle on the floor, which you'll have to stay inside. So when we go in, Shooty's going to do upstairs, because it's easy to get lost and turned around. So this is an example of a node. Don't touch it. If you touch it, then the timer starts. So follow Shooty over the edge. And I'm going to show you where the bosses are first. Okay? So follow Shooty. Towards the south here, this is boss 1. We've got 2 panels. When we press the 2 hand panels, the boss will open up and these rectangles will slide apart. We shoot in between them, and then they're going to close and other ones will open, and we keep shooting, and we're going to stop at 50% boss health. Okay?
So
As soon as we get...
We'll start at south. You need to keep an eye on your weather or your southeast, west, etc.
Yeah.
So you know where to run back to, where your room is.
Yeah. If in doubt, ask, and somebody will ping it for you. Okay. But it's going to be the boss. South is going to be the first one. As soon as we've done that, we're going to sprint over towards boss number 2. Reloading as we go. We're going to open it up, and we're going to kill boss 2 to 50%. Okay. Same thing. Panels slide open. Okay, we're probably going to take like 10-15 seconds to kill some mini drones right about that point. Okay. Once they're all dead, we'll come over to boss 3 towards the north here. Again, 2 hand panels to open and shoot it to 50%. At that point, in the fight, we'll be going back to clear the gas a second time. So you guys are going to, whoever's doing water, so I'm actually going to get Oz to do water. You're going to be running up those stairs and towards that bulkhead, okay? Foz, I'm going to ask you to do the main room this time. So you're going to just be hanging out in this center area, okay? So Oz, I'm going to go through with you your 3 nodes and what you want to do.
Yeah.
So this guy over here, this is node number 1. Over here we have node number 2, and over here we have node number 3.
Okay.
So your gas position is about where we're standing right now. So you're close to all of them, okay? So if somebody shouts out 1, you can go this way. If somebody shouts out 3, you can go this way. You don't want to be standing next to any of them because you need to give yourself a little bit of time to be able to run. Make sense?
Yeah. When exactly will I be coming over here though?
So you're
When
going
we
to
finish
start
the
here. This is where you start because the first thing we're going to do is clear the gas. Then we're going to do damage. Then we're going to clear the second time. Then we're going to do damage again. But what I wanted to do is take you to the boss first so you know the path. So boss number 3.
Basically, what you need to do when you're in the water room, you do a complete lap counterclockwise. You do south, then we do east, then we do north, and you head back to west.
So Oz, we're going to be finishing at this boss here. So
Okay.
so that
Alright, cool.
your path is going to be up these little stairs towards this bulkhead. Now, if you've got a number, you can head straight to the panel. But if you're waiting, wait around here, okay? This is your starting position, your gas position. Okay?
Alright.
Right then, Foz, obviously you're doing center, you're in your kind of gas position. That's going to be number 4 for you. That's number 5. And that's number 6.
And you just see where that
4. There, you see it. Over here. Back towards Shooty.
That's 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and 5 was. Ah, okay.
Okay. And 6 is in the back. You see it?
Cool. Yep.
So your gas position is about where Shooty's standing, so you're in between all of them, okay?
So we're basically synchronizing that. We're like hitting at the same time?
Just when you hear your number, you're going to sprint to your position. You're going to hack it with E, just like interact, okay? And then there's going to be a light blue circle on the ground, okay? And the blue bar on the boss is going to fill, on the node rather, is going to fill up. When it's full and it goes green, you can leave. Your hack is completed, and then you can leave the circle. If you leave the circle early, then you're going to have to hack it again, and it's going to damage you, and it's a big mess. So you can only hack it once, and you can't leave the blue circle on the ground until it's done. Now you can turn around and you can move a little bit and you can shoot, but you'll see a light blue circle on the ground. Don't leave it. The hack only takes about 5 seconds. Okay.
Okay.
But you can't hack it and sprint away. You got to hack, wait for it to complete, and then you're going to be sprinting to the south boss. Okay.
Quick question: do we help out at all if one room or one area get 2 numbers?
Okay, so the way we're doing this, there should never be a position where we have to do 2 nodes. Okay? And the reason is because we are stopping at 50% damage on all the bosses. Okay, so our second hack, or our second gas, is going to still be in phase 1. Okay? That's why it's quite important that you stop at 50%. Okay?
You say stop, we
We
stop.
stop at
once.
like 49 or 48.
I mean, if you stop at 49, it's not a wipe. It's not a problem. But if you stop at 45, then on one of the other bosses, we've got to stop at 55%. Okay? So it is important. I mean, when you're shooting, look at the damage, and when it starts getting to, 55%, just slow down a little bit, burst it. Okay?
Let's
And
just say that you're the last guy off the trigger, Doc. If we start stopping at 54, 53.
I mean, it's okay. We can go over a tiny amount. Just, if somebody shouts out stop, you need to stop. Okay? Because because we've all got to do damage. Okay? So, Foz, you're in your gas position. Oz, if you could get to your gas position. And Shooty's going to get to his gas position. Does anybody else have any questions before we start? Okay, well let's run it, and if we have any problems, then we'll address them afterwards. Okay?
Actually,
Okay.
wait.
Yep.
I think I might have messed up the weapon selection. I have very little.
Okay, well there's not a lot we can do about it now, but there will be a bunch of mini drones to pick up ammo from.
Switching to another caliber.
Cool.
Should be ready to go.
Okay,
Alright, got it.
cool.
437.
437, copy. Shout out when you're done. 7 done.
4 is
3 done.
Cool. Towards
What
the...
It turned blue again.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Head towards the boss. Don't open yet. Wait for hand to come down. Now we'll open. Okay, and stopping at 50%, remember. Stop. Nice, perfect. Okay, damage immediately. Ignore the mini drones for now. We'll deal with them in a couple of seconds. We've got time. Okay, now we're going to kill the mini drones, okay? Nice, perfect. Open when ready. Stop. Okay, back to your gas positions. Great work, everybody. Good job. Yep.
1-6. 168.
Copy.
One is done.
8 done.
6 on the way.
Cool.
6 is done.
Okay, back to the first boss where we started. Now you notice the hands are red. That's because it's not on cooldown yet, which is good. It means we're ahead of the curve. So we're going to take a couple of seconds to kill these ads, and we're going to open in like 5 to 10 seconds. Okay. Ready? Open up. And don't stop shooting when there's a white health bar, I forgot to mention. Don't stop shooting until the boss explodes. Perfect. Okay, opening straight up to boss 2. Ignore them for now, we'll deal with them in a couple of seconds. Open. Oh, okay. Now deal with the mini drones. Okay, these red ones have a lot of health, but okay, now open. Somebody else, yeah, thank you. Nicely done, gentlemen. So everybody did their correct panels, which was great. Everybody ran to the right boss. That was great. Everybody was doing DPS. That was great. Yeah, it's
I like that.
yeah, that's
Okay.
you know, this one requires a lot of communication because you need to communicate what's going on with people.
Yeah.
But that was great. So yeah, pick up any ammo because there's obviously loads of it lying around. And we're going to head towards where Shooty is. There's only one way out of this area. So once you've got your stuff, head over to Shooty, and we'll
Yeah, this boss is pretty cool.
It's a DPS checker.
yeah. So when we hit the total boss health reaches 50%, we enter phase 2. And in phase 2, the panels for the gas hacks are not predictable anymore. So instead of being 3, and there being one for one in water, one in main, and one upstairs, they're all over the place. You could have 3 in water and 1 in main, or 2 in main and 2 upstairs, or any combination. It becomes random. And you've got 4 panels to hack as well. So it becomes much more tricky to work with. That's why we stop at the 50% mark. And as you can see, that gives us, you know, we're not really rushed on time. You know, the gas has only just started. Yeah. You know, we've got time to clear the mini drones. We've got time to clear the bosses. You know, we're never getting close to running out of time with the gas filling up. But what it does mean is we do need 4 people doing damage.
I got the control room vector AK-47 assault.
It's a lot of fun, that gun. It's maybe not the best gun, but it is a lot of fun. There's no vertical recoil, and there's only a tiny amount of horizontal recoil. So
I also got a walker chest that has 8% health regen and 10% stamina.
cool. So we're get out from
Oh,
behind
sorry,
the tree.
I'm lagging behind.
Not a problem. So we're going to go into the next boss fight pretty much immediately here. But we're gonna, instead of alerting the base, we're just gonna kind of walk around the outside of it and then run in. But it would be good if we can actually stealth our way in. So don't shoot anybody. You don't have to. If we might have to kill 1 or 2 people to get close. But yeah, don't engage unless absolutely necessary. Because I want to be able to talk you through the next fight, and I want to do it from inside. And if we alert the base, then we're going to have to clear it to give me the time to explain.
Gotcha.
Yeah, to be
Can
honest,
you guys pause for 1 second? My Discord is messing up right now.
And not a problem at all.
this boss really is the cooperation checker.
Thanks for sorting that out, Hand.
Hello?
We can hear you.
Okay.
So Foz, make your way round to about where Oz is, and we'll
God, my
wander in
game
from
is, like,
there.
freezing right now.
Okay.
What are we doing here? Yeah, we could.
Okay, I'm coming.
So Oz, if you just want to crouch your way or stealth your way into the area where Hand is. And obviously Foz, yeah, just sneak your way in. Okay, so Oz, this is Gargoyle, or Omega. There are a bunch of different mechanics here that I'll go through. The first mechanic is going to be lasers. It's the first type of attack we'll see. From this north wall and this south wall, you see these horizontal lines?
Yeah.
Those are where the lasers are going to spawn. You'll notice that while I'm crouching, I'm only getting hit by the lower laser. If I'm standing, I'm getting hit by low and mid. Okay? And the top laser misses me completely. If I was on one of these platforms and I'm on the lowest level here, the low laser is going to go underneath me. But right now, the middle laser and the top laser would hit me. If I crouch, only the middle laser would hit me. Okay?
If you look at the board, you will see exactly where the lasers are going to come out.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
And if I'm at the top, only the top laser will hit me. So when during the fight the lasers are going to periodically come out, we're going to call out lasers and we're going to call out where they are. So we might say lasers low, which means you have to get off the floor. We might say lasers mid, so you either want to be on the floor and crouched or high. And if we say lasers high, you want to be on the floor and standing or crouched, it doesn't matter, or on the middle deck and crouched, Does that all make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. In the second half of the fight, in phase 2, there are going to be 2 lasers. Okay? At that point, there's only 1 safe spot, not 2 safe spots. Okay? So in the second half of the fight, we'll call lasers, but we'll either say go low, or we'll say go mid, or go high. So we're going to call out where the lasers are not. You understand? So it's going to change phase 1 to phase 2, because we don't want to have to call out, like, we don't want to say lasers low and high. We just want to say go mid.
Okay, so for the second half of the fight, what you'll be saying is where to go.
Correct.
That time. Okay.
Yeah, so in the first half of
In
the
first
fight,
half, you're saying where the lasers are.
correct, where to avoid. So, in the second half of the fight, we might say lasers and we just say get down. Okay, so at the bottom. Or we might say middle crouch. So, obviously, in the middle crouch. Or up high, or all the way up. To be at the top. So, yeah.
How much time do we have to respond to that?
Only a couple of seconds. Maybe 2 or 3 seconds. So, if somebody shouts out lasers, you want to react as quickly as you can to that. Okay? And that means sticking near your platform for the most part. You know, you don't want to be fighting out in the middle of the arena. You know, if you're near a platform, you can react quickly. The second type of effect are going to be some red circles. In the first half of the fight, there are 2, and these red circles will chase you for about 5-6 seconds, and then they will stop chasing you, and about a second after that, there will be a damage over time effect on the ground. Now, when they're chasing you, you want to drag them to the corners, okay? If you can't get into the corner, at least drag it to an edge, okay? But what is very important is you drag it off your platform, because if you leave a damage over time on your platform, then you can't use your platform to avoid lasers. So drag it to an edge, but a corner is the best, okay? Do not drag it to the middle.
You want to dump it in a spot where you have access to low, mid, and high, so to speak.
Yeah, if you leave it on your platform, then your platform is going to become inaccessible to you. So yeah, if somebody shouts out red circles or corners, look at your feet. If you're standing in a red circle, you need to be sprinting to a corner. Okay? Now one of the things is, in the first half of the fight, there are only 2 red circles. Okay? But in the second half of the fight, in phase 2, there are going to be 4. So in the second half of the fight, when somebody shouts red circles, you don't need to look at your feet. Everybody's got one. Okay?
Okay. And what, like, my platform is the yellow markers over here? This whole area?
So we're each going to take 1 platform each. So Oz, you can absolutely take this one here, and I mean obviously your platform is everything that's not on the floor, but basically you want to be fighting in and around this corner area. Okay? You want to be staying near your platform. The only time you want to be away from your platform is if you need to grab ammo. And there are good times and bad times to do that, and we'll call those out. So if you're running low on ammo, we'll shout that out. If you run out of ammo on one weapon, don't go and fill it up. Swap to your other. Okay. Right then. Every so often, mini drones are going to spawn out. these are like the same mini drones from the last fight. They just shoot you. They will drop ammo. If you see mini drones, help out your partners, because they might be in a reload or in an animation, or they might not have seen them. Who knows? The last thing that I'm going to cover is when the boss goes center, and I'll call out center, center, center. Okay, which is different from middle. Middle is lasers. Center is the boss. So I use two different words on purpose there. When the boss goes center, there are going to be some panels that open up on the side that shoot out some lightning, and we need to disable those panels. And if we don't disable them, then we wipe.
We have like 5 seconds, something like that. So it's
We have about 5 seconds, yeah. Now,
let's get ready to shoot that.
yeah, if somebody says center, you stop what you're doing. If you're in the middle of a reload, change weapons instead. Okay? If you're worrying, if mini drones are shooting at you, ignore them and focus on the boss. When it's center, that's the most important thing. Because like I say, if you die to mini drones, we can get you back up. If we all wipe, then, well, it's a wipe.
It's an insta wipe, right? If you don't get all the 4 panels.
I mean, after like the 5 seconds, it's an entire squad wipe, yes. Okay.
Where will these panels be located to disable the lightning?
Right then, so this is where we probably want to get you to spend a couple of minutes looking at a video. So if you actually head over to the Discord server, and there's an area called Breakpoint, Media Breakpoint Videos, and I'm going to suggest you look at if you actually look at, there's one that's actually called Titan Omega in under a minute.
It's not letting me view any videos in that channel. It says this is the start of the Media Breakpoint Videos channel. That's it.
Oh, okay. Right then.
You could probably just Google an image, really, like Omega.
Here, I'll link him something.
Yeah. Okay. And in here, there's going to be a couple of examples of what the white lightning looks like on the panels. Now it's
Okay, a minute.
now we don't actually shoot them in this video because we're doing something a little bit special here, but it shows you what they will look like, which is the important part. So if you're doing that Titan Omega legit in under a minute, scroll forward to about 54 seconds. 54 seconds.
Okay.
And once you're at 54 seconds, you'll notice that you'll see the white lightning towards the left of the health bar, and you see the white panel. You can just see like a triangle of it. Let me know when you're there, when you're looking at it.
Alright, I'm at 54 seconds and I see the lightning on that corner.
Sure. So you see there's a kind of at the bottom of the lightning, there is a white. It's almost like a triangle. Okay, that's solid white.
Yeah.
That's the place where you need to shoot.
Alright. And we all shoot at the same spot or different
So
location?
if you actually so just while you're paused at that 54 seconds, if you look at the health bar of the boss, if you look at the very far end of the health boss where it's empty, do you see a yellow triangle? the right hand side of the health boss, like where it would be at 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, so that yellow triangle is another flap. So on each side of the boss, so we're looking at the left hand side of the boss in this image. The front panel is open, but the rear panel is closed. But it could be the opposite way round, okay? The front panel could be closed and the rear panel could be open. And on the opposite side of the boss, there are also two panels.
Okay.
So from your corner that you're going to be in, you're actually going to be looking at that. I mean, what you want to be doing is when the boss goes center, look for the panels. You're going to have a really good line of sight on your panel if you're around this platform. Okay? So from this platform, you're going to be looking right at it.
It's kind of hard to see in the video, to be honest.
Yeah, let's get in there and try it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But what I want to when the boss goes center, track it in, look for the panel, and you want to shoot it and keep shooting it. So when you shoot it, it's gonna like disable. The lightning's gonna stop and it's gonna go dull. Okay? But don't stop shooting it. You don't need to mag dump, but keep shooting. And the reason is the panel will activate itself again after about a second. And we need all the panels to be closed before the boss is safe. Okay? And the other person might be reloading or in an animation or might miss some shots. So do not stop shooting that panel, even if it's disabled, until you see the boss do a wiggle. Okay? When the boss has done a wiggle, we're safe. So yeah, the very last thing is phase 3. When the boss gets to approximately 15%, the blue damage box is going to triple in size. Okay, there'll be no more lasers, no more red circles, no more mini drones. What we're going to do is we're going to close the panels once, and then we're going to DPS the boss. Okay? So, once the panels in phase 3, once the panels are closed, then shoot the blue or orange on the boss, but shoot your panel first. Okay?
So when the hitbox gets big, that's phase 3.
Yes.
As soon as you see that, you take aim at your vent.
Yeah.
Then
It's going to be in. It's going to go to the center again, but it's going to be the final center, and it will never leave the center. So we're going to close the boss, and then as soon as the boss has done its wiggle, same rules as before. Keep shooting until you see the wiggle, and then DPS the damage panel.
Cool.
Alright.
Yeah, Shooty's gonna take this platform. Foz, you can take the one you're on, and you can grab that one over with Oz. And yeah, any questions?
Nope.
Cool. Well, let's get into the fight, see how we do, and if you have any questions afterwards, we'll address them. Because seeing is going to be.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but it really is no rush up until the third phase.
Oh yeah. So all of everything is on a timer to begin with. So the lasers will be at fixed intervals, the red circles will be at fixed intervals, the center is at fixed intervals. And the third phase is set purely by damage. So we've got loads of time. I mean, obviously try and do as much damage as you can, but we're going to take a little pause around 20% just to make sure everybody's in position. Okay?
We can use it in the first phase, call out the laser, where the one laser is going to
Yeah.
space, all levels in red instead of where the lasers are.
That's correct.
When you hear center, you make sure that you're inside of your vent.
Yeah, when it's center, you're going to be aiming at your vent, shoot it until you see the wiggle. Lasers high. Yep. Okay, red circles. Oz, run to a corner. Run to a corner, Oz. Okay. So, when I said red circles, okay, lasers low, lasers... Oh, no, lasers high. Lasers high, sorry. So, Oz, you need to be quicker with moving away from your platform. It's okay, you've still got an area to climb up in, right? Maybe around the other side? Center, center. Look for your panel. Nice. Okay, help Oz out with mini drones. Okay, some appear to be bugged. Lasers go low. Low and crouch. Low and crouch. Okay, red circles. Red circles, Oz. Move. Ow! Ow, ow, ow. Help shoot you with mini drones, please. Thank you. Lasers go high, go high. Whoa! Oh, I fell off. I'm sorry.
Going to. Oh, someone's on me.
I must have ADS'd and fallen. Sorry, hand. Thank you. Lasers go low, low and crouch. Cool. Normal center. Just go for the panels. Perfect. Okay, if you need ammo, grab it now. Red circles to your corners, or at least an edge. If you can't get to a corner, get to an edge. Lasers go high, lasers go high. Okay, everybody ready? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's okay, center, center, center. Panels. Panels.
It seemed like there was a lot of DPS on the bottom.
Shooty put his AP rounds in and was then shooting the...
Yeah, you gotta, until you see a shimmy, you can't switch up because your panel may open again.
Yeah, I closed it, but I ran out of ammo. It was
A really good first try, though, I gotta say.
Yep, it's
The panels thing, I was a little confused on that part.
so when the boss goes to the center that time, we need to close the panels at least once and then DPS it second. Okay.
And if you don't see a shimmy, you gotta keep DPS. You gotta keep closing the panels again, because all the panels have to be closed together within a 3-second window, or there's no shimmy. So unless everybody's shooting the bottom, then there's not going to be a meltdown. You know.
Okay.
So it's really nothing different than the other phases. We always close the panels first and then go to the bottom. It's going to be the same in
Correct. Oh,
phase
shoot,
3.
it crashed. Sorry, guys. Shooty will be back online in a moment.
All good.
But yeah, really
So
good job
the
on lasers.
panels are basically like the wing flaps,
Yeah,
sorta. Okay. And
that's
when we're
exactly
shooting
what they
them, it
It
doesn't
only
matter
takes a
which one we're
couple of
shooting,
rounds.
or
Well, no, there's one on your side, so that's why, like, when you're over here on this side, you're kind of like in this pocket, yeah. So
Yeah.
there's one that's completely facing you. You know what I mean? So your job is to shoot the one closest to you, yeah.
okay.
Um,
Okay.
I mean,
That makes sense.
generally one person can get two, you know. But I mean, I shot ours. I shot mine, shot yours, shot mine, and shot yours again. Except for we never got a shimmy. They stopped shooting their boxes, the flaps on the other side, and went right directly to Summer without a shimmy. So, unless because if you don't get the shimmy, everybody's gonna die. Unless we may as well all just shoot the bottom. You know what I mean? Unless you see a shimmy.
It's really only a couple of rounds, right? Before the panels close. It's like hit it once.
Well,
basically,
yeah,
and
but
it's
you just
closed.
keep shooting it. You don't stop.
No.
Don't stop shooting until you see the shimmy or the wiggle.
Yeah.
Okay, Shooty will be in 30 seconds. Okay, you guys in the circle because they might spot me as I'm running. Okay, I'm good.
If you're having trouble with ammo, there's no need to try and blast and hit the box from across the map, wasting ammo. Like there's.
Yeah, sometimes the boss, because these are little like rocket launchers on the front, make it very difficult to target the boss when it's in certain positions. So absolutely agree. Shoot the boss when you've got a good angle on it. Lasers high. Red circles, red circles. Lasers mid, lasers mid. Okay, phase 2, phase 2. Center, center, center. Nice. If you need ammo, grab it now. Lasers go mid, go mid. Any platform, just mid and crouch. Perfect. Okay, corners or an edge. Okay, back to your corners. Mid-crouch lasers. Okay. Any second now. It's going to go to the phase 2. Phase 3 rather. Okay, flaps once, then DPS. Nice. Great job, everybody. So, what we should do now, we actually don't need to grab any ammo, so don't worry about it, because we're going to go straight to Sector 3, and
Nice.
once we're in Sector 3, we're going straight to the boss, where we can get plenty of ammo beforehand. So,
Okay.
I mean, if you have like 0 ammo, pick up some, but you don't need to be full.
That was a cool fight. The flaps is. I just need to figure out what the flaps do. That's it.
Yeah, it's
Self-explanatory.
it's really easy once you see them and once you know where they are. But until you see them, it can be, if you're looking at the wrong place, then
Exactly.
or even if you're looking at the right place but you just don't notice it. But after that, it's
I got
Way ahead. Yes.
a goblin, an MK17, 40.
cool. Coblin is a very nice weapon. It's 7.62 assault rifle, manageable recoil, and a lightning fast reload. You're going to use that one a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on there.
And yeah, damage to drones as well. So guys, we're just going to take 2 seconds to shoot these 2 people at the checkpoint. Okay? See, one to the left, one to the right. Nice. Thank you.
I'm gonna.
Oh, there's
pull it
a car
back fully up.
coming. I'm gonna...
Did I fully upgrade it for this? last
Sure.
block?
I mean, if you got the parts, it's definitely worth upgrading. It's fine. Okay, so whoever's popping out, pop back in, because okay, again, we're going to be going to a base. Hopefully, we're going to survive, but don't bail out of the car unless either Hand or Shooty shouts bail. Okay. Don't shoot anybody. Pretty much. Oh, bail, 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 bail. Damn it. Okay, follow Shooty. If you can. It's okay. Just... Okay, head towards Shooty. We're just going to ignore these guys for the most part. It's okay, it's down. We'll outrun them in a second. Keep going. Foz, don't stop and shoot.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
So yeah, so we're going to go on a little jaunty walk.
Nice scenery, Nice
Yeah.
nature.
Shooty's actually going to put on his running loadout. Okay. Okay, yeah.
Not gonna lie, like the open Just the entire like graphics is insane in this game. Pretty wild.
It's definitely distinct, and I like it. I wouldn't say it's realistic, but
Yeah.
Yeah, Ubisoft put a lot of effort into it.
I really hope that the next release they're gonna use, you know, this not model, but you know what I mean, and refine it rather than going with something new again, because it was quite a mess when it was released.
Yeah,
Really?
it was yeah, it's a
Yeah, I
lot
didn't-
more stable than it was at release, definitely. I mean, I think that's you know, in an age of being able to, you know, update via the internet, you know, there's less need for an open release to be perfect.
Yeah.
It's a little bit sad, but there's almost an expectation that, you know, on day one there's going to be a patch.
It's like you said, it doesn't need to be perfect, but it is starting to. The developers are taking advantage of it. Just like Fallout had it, what?
Yes.
50 gigabyte first day patch. 50
Yep.
gigabyte, really?
Holy.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
Insane.
That's a game.
Predator,
Where was
if you can, prone camo.
Oh, no.
Solid rock. It's not so.
Yeah, we might
Same.
just have to kill it, or kill the wolves. Looks like we got away with it. Good job, everyone.
Yeah, Call of Duty is like insane with their updates too. They're so big.
Well, I think a lot of the console patches are even. I mean, Call of Duty's like doing like new maps and stuff,
yeah.
isn't it? So there's a lot
Yeah.
to the patch. So yeah,
Yeah,
just
on Xbox, it's so bad, man. They get like 60 gigabytes like every update, I swear.
oh wow, that's
It's not even worth like owning a console at that point.
well, I
It's
mean,
just so weird to me that PC patches are, and often are smaller than the consoles, because you have to adapt to so many more hardwares and configurations, and
I
I
think
think the console.
part of that is to do with how Sony and Microsoft validate updates. In as much as you have to, you know,
That's true, yeah.
it might be that PC, just because of the nature of the platform, allows them to do smaller incremental upgrades rather than
Yeah.
a standalone. I'm not certain,
Do we need,
but
do we need stealth?
no,
on this
we're
map?
going to go straight to the boss, and it's just going to be DPS.
Yeah, this one's like kite the bosses, right? They have to be spaced out.
That's
It's
correct.
like going in a circle,
That's the one.
and you like help across each other's weak points or whatever.
Yeah, you never
shoot
shoot
across.
your own boss. You're shooting the guy in front or the guy behind.
Gotcha.
Okay, so for this one, Oz, there are going to be 3 bosses, and each of us is going to be kiting one of them. We're going to be dragging them round in a large circle. Every so often, we're going to have to change bosses, and we're going to sprint to the boss in front of us because they will speed up on us. So we want to make sure that we're changing on a regular basis. Yeah, okay, so, the three bosses. We have Sniper, miniguns and rockets. Sniper's attack is a sniper shot. It will target you with a red laser. You'll see it on your person, unless you're first person ADS at the time. But if you're running or if you're in third person ADS, you'll just see the red laser on you. There will be a white rectangle just to the left of where the laser is originating from. If you shoot that white rectangle, you will disable the laser shot. Okay?
Okay.
The sniper also has a secondary attack or a secondary effect, which is a flashbang. It's going to stop moving. It's going to flash. If the boss is on your screen at the time of the flash, you're going to be blinded. So you can look at the floor, you can look at the sky, you can look just away from the boss. Just make sure you're not looking at it, and you'll be fine. The miniguns. In phase 2, the only difference is the flash will be a long flash. So instead of an instant flash and then it's out, you will have to keep looking away for like 5 seconds. Okay. So don't turn back towards the boss until the flash has gone out, which will be very obvious. There's a boss with miniguns, or turrets, or Gatling guns. They shoot at you. You want to be sprinting away from the boss as soon as it starts shooting. If you start sprinting away as soon as you take damage, you're probably going to die. So when you've got that boss, 2 things to be aware of. One is try and keep your distance from it. It's quite important that you're a long way away from the boss, and try and pay attention to it. Probably more so than any other boss. You want to be like looking behind you regularly, and if you start to see it like change its animation, or you hear it, or it looks like it's about to shoot, start sprinting. You don't have to sprint in a circle, you don't have to sprint sideways, but basically sprint is your friend and distance is your friend.
Okay.
So when you've got that boss, stay away from it, as far away from it as possible without grabbing the boss in front of you. Okay. With rockets, and there's no secondary effect to miniguns. It just does one thing, and that's it. With the rockets, it's going to do an AoE effect on the ground. It's normally a yellow circle, and just sprint out of the circle. It's pretty easy to avoid, not a big deal. But if you get too far away from rockets, its legs are going to change from yellow to red, and if it does its attack when the legs are red, you can't avoid the attack. Now it might not kill you if you stack enough damage resistance to like explosions and stuff, but I think at your gear score, and without playing assault class, you're probably going to die. So when you've got the rocket boss, just try and keep a middle distance from it. Every so often, just look back. If the legs are yellow, you're good. If the legs are red, you're bad. And just run back a little bit, get a bit closer. The rocket's secondary attack or secondary effect is a stagger. It's going to be a white or grey AoE effect on the ground centered on the boss. When it goes off, after like 3 or 4 seconds, you're going to be staggered. So you're going to stop running, stop shooting. You're going to be exhausted, i.e. no stamina, and you're not going to be able to move for like 3 or 4 seconds. Now, if you're at the edge of the circle when you get staggered, you're going to be fine. It's just an inconvenience. But if you're close to the boss, like super close to the boss, then it's going to catch up with you and probably kill you. So all these bosses have like a damage over time effect in their immediate like sphere, like 2 or 3 meters from the boss. So it doesn't hurt very much, but it does hurt a little bit. So with the rockets, you want to be somewhere around like a third to half of like the arena like edge away from the boss. Don't be super close because you might get staggered. Don't be super far or the legs will go red. A little bit of a balancing act, but what's important here is, if in doubt, don't bother shooting, just look at kiting your boss. Every so often, mini drones will spawn. We're going to, if you see them, shoot them. They do spawn outside of the arena. And Oz, you might want to just jump on your drone and I'll show you what I mean by that. So just go all the way up.
Would you say it's worth to take drone hunter?
No, it's not. I don't think it works on the ads in the bosses. So these. Oh, what the hell just happened? Okay, my drone died. Okay, so on the drones, the mini drones are going to spawn from the left and right. You can see like 4 doors where they're going to spawn out of, but they're the other side of that lava flow, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, my drone died. I don't know what happened. Okay, so they're going to come out of these doors where the lights are. Okay.
Okay.
But you notice they're the other side of this pit of lava. So if we shoot the drones immediately, the ammo's going to drop outside the arena. So it's nice to let the drones get a little bit closer so they get inside the arena before we kill them.
Okay.
These drones don't shoot us. They are like kamikaze explodey drones. Yeah. If you need a hand with drones, just call out your name and help me with drones, and it will. Yeah, everybody else will help out.
Gotcha.
So we got a plan.
Yeah. So the last things. When any boss gets to 50% health, we enter phase 2. Okay. So what we want to try and do is get all the bosses down to around 55% before we get any of them down to 50. It's not super critical, but you might hear somebody shout out no more damage on sniper or no more damage on rockets, and that's so that we don't enter phase 2 at the wrong time. Okay.
Okay.
And the next thing, it's a similar sort of bit of information. In phase 2, there's going to be a red line on the ground that separates the bosses. If you touch the red line, you die. So just stay on the outside of them instead of the inside. And when any boss gets to 0% health, when any boss dies, it is going to regenerate its health up to about 40% after about 15 seconds. What that means is that we need to kill all the bosses within that 15 seconds. So we're going to get all the bosses down to like 10% and then maybe 5%, and then somebody will shout out burn it or finish it or kill them, something along those lines, and that point we DPS them. So if we're getting close to that 10% mark and you don't have any ammo, shout it out, because we can keep kiting them for another minute or two to get mini drones, to get ammo, for you to change weapons, for you to reload, whatever you need. But when they start getting close, we'll say get ready to burn first, and if you need something, that's the time to shout out if you're not ready. Okay?
Okay.
You know, it's fine if you're not ready. We can wait. But you know that's the time where you say, okay, reloading, you know, and you reload your LMG, or you say I've got no ammo, and we run around and we pick up some ammo for a few moments. You know, it's okay.
Gotcha.
But don't have no ammo and like be in a reload animation, and then we say burn it and you, oh yeah, sorry, I didn't have anything. Yeah. You understand.
Yep.
So other than that, we're going to so the starting positions, I'm just going to jump back on my drone. The rockets start on the left, the miniguns start in the center, and the sniper starts on the right. Okay. So what we're going to do is whoever gets the rockets is going to draw them towards the edge first, and then drag them clockwise, following you don't chase the boss in front of you. Chase like to the left of the boss in front of you. If you just chase the boss in front of you, the circle will get tighter and tighter and tighter. So if you're chasing, just chase to the, angle yourself a little bit to the left of the boss you're chasing. You don't need to drag the bosses into the corners, but don't cut the corners all the time. Okay? We want to keep the circle. It doesn't have to be huge, but don't let it get too close. If the bosses get too close, they heal each other. So we just keep them. So yeah, rockets is going to be dragged to the left and then clockwise. Sniper is going to be dragged over to the corner and then clockwise, and miniguns is going to be going back to our starting position and then clockwise. Now I know that was a lot of information to take in. So I'm gonna.
You're leading them all clockwise. It's just before we start doing that, we pull them all to their specified destination.
Exactly correct, Foz. Okay, so one thing I didn't mention: the bosses will speed up over time. So every time there's a flash, we're going to change. Okay. So every time somebody shouts flashing, or changing, or rotate, you're looking away from your boss, and you're looking away from the sniper, and you're running. So if you're running towards the sniper, just look at your feet, like get your angle right. Just sprint at the boss, but look at your feet, and you'll be fine. So we're going to rotate every flash. On the first flash, we're going to delay it by like just 3 or 4 seconds. Okay? And so on the first flash, Shooty's going to call out when to change. So it'll be, I'll say first flash no change, and then about 3, 4, 5 seconds later, I'll say change, then you sprint, okay, to your next boss.
Are we switching clockwise as well?
Always switching clockwise, switch to the boss in front of you, okay?
Gotcha.
if the boss is in a firing animation, you can't take aggro. So if the miniguns are firing, you won't be able to take aggro until it's stopped firing. If the sniper has got his laser shot out, you won't be able to take aggro until the laser shot has been disabled. And the same with the rockets, if the rocket's actually firing. But that's like almost instantaneous, so you don't really need to worry about it. The point is that if the boss in front of you is in a firing animation, you're gonna have to, you might have to try and get the aggro a second time, okay? Or a third time. You just be aware that you can't change aggro during a firing cycle.
Alright.
Okay, so the entire fight in 30 seconds. Sniper, shoot the white panel to the left of the laser shot. Flashbang, quick flash in the first half of the fight, long flash in the second. Minigunners, keep your distance. Sprinting away from it as soon as it starts firing, before it starts damaging you. Rockets, keep the legs yellow. Yellow circles are easy to avoid. Red circles are impossible to avoid. Try and stay out of range of the stagger. Shoot mini drones when you see them, even if they're the other side of the arena, because the person might not be able to see them. They might be running away from an attack, so everybody's on mini drones. And the order of priority: stay alive and cut your boss 1, mini drones 2, damage 3. Do not worry about damaging the boss. Worry about staying alive and mini drones first. Okay.
My full medic spec on.
Cool. Okay, so Shooty's gonna start on the miniguns. Hand, do you want to be on the overlap? Cool. Oz, do you want to start on rockets or do you want to start on sniper?
The sniper is where you shoot the left panel, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I'll do that one. Cause I've seen that one before.
Okay, so yeah, you're going to be dragging it to like the far right corner, and then you're going to starting to go clockwise. So Foz, you're going to take rockets.
What does it look like though?
So the sniper's going to be the one that starts on the right.
Okay.
The miniguns will start in the middle. The rocket starts on the left.
Gotcha.
So I'm on rocket, you say?
So Foz, you're going to start on rockets, and you're going to take it to about 10 o'clock. So drag it to 10 o'clock first, then start dragging it around. Don't get too close to sniper in front, right? You need to.
So basically, where north is. Would you say that's correct?
I mean, if you're, if you jump on your drone, I'll show you where I would suggest running it to.
Where are you?
I'm up in the arena. Okay, so we're going to start like just where our drones are. The rocket boss is going to be about here somewhere. You want to drag it to about there somewhere. Okay? Then go towards the corner, and then you don't need to drag the boss into the corner, but don't drag it from here and then immediately go to the sniper. You want to drag it round.
Make a square, right?
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to drag it all the way to the corners. Okay, if you drag it to the corners, you can get stuck in the corner. But just make it a big circle, not a small circle.
Yeah.
A circle is fine, but a big circle, not a small circle. Makes sense?
Roger, Roger.
Okay, let's go in let's do it. The main thing when somebody says flashing or changing, obviously A, look away from the sniper, and B, sprint to your next boss. It's really important that you pick up your next boss so that somebody doesn't end up with two of them, okay?
That should be on the correct side of them in time so they don't start moving towards each other, I suppose.
Yeah, just
Keep them moving in the same.
yeah, just keep them moving clockwise. Don't run at the boss in front of you, run angle to the left of the boss in front of you.
So all I have to do pretty much is just manage distance.
Manage distance and stay alive is the primary function. If you can do damage, that's great, but don't worry about damage. Worry about kiting and staying alive. Okay?
Here we go.
So you need to get aggro by getting close, right? Okay, everybody's got aggro, that's cool. Dragging them apart. Okay, but you survived, so that's okay. Flashing, don't change yet. Okay, we're going to change in a couple of seconds. Shooting will call it. Go, change now. Oh, mini drones. Didn't see them. Thank you, whoever shot them. Flashing, changing.
What?
Oh. Can somebody shoot the sniper?
Oz, what are you doing?
Yeah, I got down.
This is
Oz,
my,
Oz,
yeah.
what are you doing?
I got down. Like,
Up my
Okay, Shooty's going to grab all of them, Hand. I'll let you do the revives. Oh, okay. Switch hand. Flashing. Okay, there was a flash, so there was a change. Oz, you're grabbing sniper now.
one's getting really close to you guys.
Oz, go and grab sniper. There you go, drag it that way. Okay, then go clockwise as soon as it's safe. Flashing, changing. Okay, when you pick up miniguns, try and get as far away from it as possible. Okay? It's going to be your distance as your friend. Nice work. You see how easy that was to survive when you're a long way off?
Yeah.
Flashing.
I got flashed.
Okay, just grab rockets as soon as you can. No, grab rockets, don't shoot. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so let's focus some damage on sniper when we can. Nice work, Oz. We will get you up, Foz, when it's safe. Flashing, changing.
I got an injury.
Okay, just syringe it.
You're
Whoa,
not
yeah.
You're not.
Yeah,
You don't know shooting, no grabbing.
My bad, my bad.
I'm gonna try and get you up. I might not have time. No, I can't. You're too close. That's unfortunate. Okay. Flashing, changing. It's a long flash, so look away for a long time this time. I'm gonna need help with mini drones. Oh no. Perfect. Thank you, whoever got the mini drones for shooting. Nice, you got it. Flashing, changing. Okay, no more on sniper for now. Flashing, changing.
Oh, I got flashed.
Okay. You don't. Oh yeah, you got aggro now. Cool. I might be able to get you up here.
Drones.
Oh!
Come on,
I didn't see them.
just burn.
It's not ready yet. We need way more on rockets.
Yeah, but it's just not yet anybody yet.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Flashing.
Burn.
Okay, burn it.
Oh no. No, how did it down, bro?
I can't see it. And okay. Oh, I'm reloading.
Oh Christ.
That panel's not open.
Oh my god, no.
Oh no. Okay. Well, Shooty can grab them all hand. If you grab
Yeah.
you're gonna have to shoot, snipe up. sorry I couldn't.
Sorry.
I was in a stagger
Really.
range. I mean, overall, guys, good job. You know, just
Don't die, and yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's one of the things. I mean, it sounds silly, but if you don't die, then
I was
Yeah, I
really
like-
not prepared for it, the machine gun, the minigun. But yeah, watching you
Yeah.
guys repeat it, you know, that's
I have a really good idea now. Just like the
okay. So guys, we're gonna run into the room and get ammo. Don't go out to the boss area until everybody's ready, because the ammo will respawn forever while we're inside. So when you're ready, stand by the door, but don't go outside. Okay.
wait more.
Yeah, but overall, guys, you know, really solid effort. May as well grab one. Never hurts to have some extra health. Anybody got any questions before we go back in again?
I think I'm good.
Cool. In which case, let's do it.
probably a free buff.
Cool. Yeah.
Some extra handling never hurts.
Handling, damage resistance. Yeah. Those health boosts don't last as long as they used to, do they?
Not sure.
Well, I mean, I'm already at like 50% before it runs out. Okay, same thing again. Flashing, don't change yet. And change. No more on miniguns. No more on sniper. Okay, flashing.
Changing? No?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Get your next boss though, make sure you pick him up. Nice work. Good job, everyone. Mini drones by the hand. Flashing, changing. Okay, there's a load by the hand. Mini drones. Nice. Flashing.
I'm getting low on ammo.
Cool.
Flash for now. I'm gonna use my 7.62 though.
Cool. That's good. Just grab your mini drones and yeah, back it up a little bit. Perfect. Thank you. Oh, I'm not in range. Flashing, changing. Okay, we are getting close to the finish here. We're not quite there yet though. Everybody ready though?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Burn it. Nice work.
That was sick, dude. I'm not gonna lie, that boss fight is really freaking cool. I enjoyed that. GG, man. Thank you so much.
Hey, you're welcome. And yeah, good job. I mean, you picked up your bosses. You survived miniguns. You didn't get loads of red rockets all over the place. So yeah, really good job. And then it's
Yeah, thank you. You did a really awesome job of explaining everything. Honestly, like really in depth, and it was very clear and precise. So it made the fight a lot smoother for sure. Thank you.
You're welcome. And
Really
yeah,
the preferred way to take your time and explain rather than just rushing in. Some people do that instead, and they just repeat the same boss for, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
well, I mean, it works both ways, guys, because you guys are listening and like and reacting to the the feedback. So good. All the instruction in the world is meaningless if you guys don't execute it well. So good job, and yeah, just practice and it will get easier and easier.
good with that.
So one of the
absolutely.
things that I haven't really mentioned before, but if you want to do some homework, is play
My
back
recruiter never mentioned days like this.
a boss fight that
Let's
has
get the
not
hell
got
out of
any
here.
music or voiceover on it, and try and learn the audio cues. There's an audio cue before the lasers and Gargoyle, and before the red circles, and before it goes center. There are cues for when the ads spawn. There's cues for the sniper attack, the rocket attack, the minigun attack, and the flashing. If you learn those audio cues, then you will be able to react to the game rather than reacting to someone like Shooty calling it out.
That's
Yeah.
to be honest, I think
That makes
that's
sense.
the biggest cue for me, especially for ads. It's tough
Yeah,
to know where they're coming
100%.
from.
But yeah, if you want to play it back or look at some videos, try and if you watch a video of a boss fight and you can hear what's going on in game, try and see when there's like the lasers happen, and then scroll back 5 seconds and listen for the cue, and try and play it 5 or 6 times, and you'll start to recognize it. And then in the fights,
Fair point. That's
you'll
a fair point. This game actually have a quite good sound when it comes to that. Like the laser sounds like it's charging up, like yeah.
exactly.
You ever see yourself doing this?
So yeah, that's if you start learning the audio cues, then you'll stop needing call outs for stuff. Yeah. So yeah, that's homework if you want it. Is learn your audio
Oh, what's up,
cues,
homework?
and you'll that will help you a lot. Right then. Yeah. Cheers,
One
guys.
shit, man.
Good talking.
I will
Apologize
catch
if
you.
we were pleb sometimes, but
Hey,
it was
God,
definitely a really good experience for sure,
it's
and
you know,
it'll definitely be
for this
really
fight?
smooth from here on out for sure.
I
yeah. Well,
apologize for nothing.
it's really not a problem. Like I say, you know, Hand and I have done this hundreds of times, so
Yeah, I bet,
it's
man. That's
you know,
like second nature.
yeah.
I think this was my first legit complete raid.
Cool. Well,
Nice.
happy to
I
help,
wanted to do it
and
for a long time. Yeah.
yeah, I'm there. There's plenty of other people in the server that can help you out if you need it.
Sweet, man.
Right then.
Will you ever see this coming?
Okay, so thanks for watching, everybody. Sorry if that was quite long, and yeah, catch you another time.